Hello. 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 Hi. Are you enjoying it? I've got Bundy on the bed going insane because of the way I said hello. Am I talking to you? Sorry. Ah, he's cute. I'm not going to move the camera because I'll end up with a terrible video. I'm trying to fit them both in. There she is. And that's the dog's bed, which she was sitting on. And she's only done one poo outside of the bathroom, which is not bad at all. She goes back into the bathroom to eat and drink, although I did bring some. You're checking up for predators. And her dog's looking after her. And she even went off at the bed to give her the bed. And then she has to go back in the bathroom at night so she can do all her poos overnight in the bathroom and not in here. Because I reckon overnight it'd be just be too messy. She's doing very well. She'll go back to the farm over the next week because her poos aren't normal yet. So when her poos are normal, it will show that she's healthy, her gut's healthy again. They're still quite black because she was intaking a lot of mud. So the first poo that she did was just black and fluid. And it was just indicative that she was drinking in the muddy water. And very lucky that she's alive. And in a way, even though it was muddy, thank God she had the water. I know. And that's Bundy drinking his water. The dog's water bowl is in the bathroom. And but I put her in the shower overnight. So she just gets locked in there and she sleeps. And she's got like a big black plastic bin on its side so she can go in there if she wants as well. It's got hay in it and she sits in there if she wants to escape light, although I do turn the light off, but when the light's on to begin with, she sometimes goes in there or she just sits on a towel. She does both. And sometimes she even sits on the tiles. But as you can see, like she's on a mat now. She doesn't really sit on the floor if she can avoid it. Though she does sometimes stand on the tiles. She doesn't really sit on them, she'll stand on them in the bathroom. But she'll either sit on the towels or on the hay. Hey, what happened? What's that noise? Hey? And you can see the scar. Where's here, there. That was where she was injured as a baby. And it's just stayed. And you can see here where she pecked her feathers off. And I pat her there, she likes that. Somebody's out there. Is somebody out there talking to the dog? I heard that. Are you a good girl? Hey? You're a good girl. So her feathers will start growing back. She needs a lot of protein for that. So she's on duck and pullet grower. So it's got the vitamin B in it that she needs, and it's got the extra protein than like a layer pellet, or the growers have more protein. And growing feathers requires a lot of protein. And then she's got a high quality lucerne hay that she can eat. She hasn't eaten grass yet. I think my geese have forgotten what grass is. There was grass and they just ate it all up, and we just need to make their yard much bigger. But I think unless we can give them like a yard that's more like a paddock. Hello, darling. Hello, darling. Hi. Are you a good girl? Are you a good girl? Hi. 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 Hi, baby girl. Look at the fur. Because it's spring. We've just started spring. And whose fur is that? It's Stella's, and I just have a ball. Like I'm pulling out handfuls of it every day, and I love it, and she loves it. I even use my fingers and just pull it out because it gets loose and you can just pull out tufts. And brush her and comb her, and she loves it. You're so cute. Yes, you are so cute. You're back here. This is where you were when you were a little baby. Because you got injured and we thought you were going to, not make it. You're good girl. You're going to sit down? Or do you want a drink? But sorry, I'm laughing because you can't hear, but there's footsteps now coming from outside the bedroom door. So Bundy's gone out from beside me, out the balcony door, which Stella can't get out. It's blocked off from her, but Bundy can get out. Only because they go out there and start barking, and it's too much. And because Stella's go-to as a marama is to bark, to get rid of any unwanted visitors. Yeah, that's Stella's bowl. Do you like Stella's bowl? Did you get a scare? Did you just go mad on her? Is she coming? Hey, you gonna go and get a drink? Okay. Bye. My bed's not made, but I've been pretty sick. My lungs aren't good. So I've been, I've got to go to the doctor next week. I'm really not feeling well, actually. It's annoying. That's okay. It's life. When you've got lung disease. I'm just surprised they're worse now than they were in winter. Hi, baby. Hi. 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 Oh, that's her little bowl of pellets. Hi. I need to wash your face off. I just haven't done it because I've got to, I need to get a cloth, and she's just not going to enjoy it, and it will slowly clean off anyway, naturally. I just, because it means I've got to hold her, and I've got to clean where she did that poo. It just means I've got to hold her firmly, and she doesn't like it. So it means she's got spotty mess on her beak, but they always have some kind of mess on their beak. And I did clean it from when she was in the bath, but not completely. I care more about them being happy, and unless it's like damaging to their health, I just leave it. Like I bathed her because she was so muddy. She needed that cleaned off, and because she was preening when I first rescued her, so she would have been cleaning all that mud off her, which wasn't healthy for her anyway. But at least by cleaning all the mud off, and she had a chance. Like I reckon she would have been feeling a lot better. There's her friend. Hey, you're my good girl, aren't you? See the colour of her thing? I've got to clean it up. I need someone to do it. I don't think I can bend over. But it's black. So we just need someone to get a damp cloth and bend over and clean that. To help us, hey? You've been pretty good considering. You've been out all day, and she was out part of yesterday. Hey? One of my sons wants me to keep her here. Imagine that. Imagine that. Keeping you here. Hi, darling. Hey, baby. I bet you miss your family. Hey? You miss your brothers and sisters and your mum and dad? Hey? I bet you do. All my adult geese, I've got two, the mum and dad, Blair and Edwin, and then my original ones, like I sold most of them, but I kept three, and they're full brothers and a sister, and she's a full sister to them, and then we've got another older gosling than her. I call her a gosling because she was born last year. She's not even one. I call them like geese and ganders, like they're full grown. They stop growing when they're two, even though technically she can lay eggs and all that. So she's got an older brother, Archie, who's 4 months older than her, and that's a full brother, because Constance, her full sister, lays eggs and sits on them, but her eggs are never fertilised, and I have never seen her mate, which means that all the eggs we've hatched are full brothers and sisters, And then I did buy some girls and a boy that are completely unrelated to them, but they're sisters and a brother. So they're ideal to mate that boy with my girls, not Blair and Edwin. They're a paired couple, and I don't believe in moving them around. They get very attached and they're very sensitive, and I have to be prepared to keep any goslings that we hatch because they get very attached, and they didn't trust me for a long time when I sold their goslings. So we've just very, very carefully just only hatched one or two here and there, which is good. And I haven't let them hatch any so far this season. I don't know if I'll let them hatch any. They'll lay again. They've finished laying for this first batch and no one's sitting. All the eggs are gone. And but she's tired. You're falling asleep. Hey, my baby. And I do pick her up and cuddle her. I'm just very wary because I don't want her to poo on the bed. And even if you put a towel down, it can be messy. But I still do pick her up and cuddle her. And I have a chair in the bathroom, so I sit down and pat her. Don't I? Hey? Are you going to talk to me? Are you going to talk to me, darling? You're a good girl. Hey? Hey. She's my very special goose. Don't get me wrong, I love all my geese, but because we thought she was going to, not make it, and then she lived with us and she slept in my t-shirt when she was very little. Like I had cloths around her so the mess would go into the cloths, and then I kept changing the cloths. And then she's lived in the bathtub for a while. She had a little swimming pool and everything until she was old enough to go back to the farm, feathered and everything. She just came here because we did not have another baby for her to be with, and she was hysterical in the brooder by herself, which is understandable. And then when I took her back to the farm, and I kept her in a big dog crate so she could see everybody, and the geese came and spoke to her and they all got to know her. And she'd go nuts whenever I left, but then she adjusted, and then eventually she was let out, and she was the smallest gosling to be let out with Stella, because Stella would kill them. Anyway, and Stella went up to her and gave her a big sniff and a lick, and that was it. And then she protected her ever since. Yeah. And they all love her. She's got one of her sisters, one non-blood related, but they're still family. And Archie, her big brother, who's still a gosling, but a big gosling. They look out for her. Very cute. And so does Fraser. He's the same age as Constance. Constance hatched her. That's her sister, but she's 2 years older than her. Oh, you're tired. You're a good girl, hey? You're a good girl. Yeah. Good girl.